Hello everyone! Today, I am your discussant and I am Henry C. Labanan. And today, we will discuss the topic that assigned to me, which is the test item formulation. But before that, let's know what are or what is the overview of test item formulation. So in this test item formulation, this is the process of creating assessment questions that accurately measuring the learning objectives. So by this, we will assess the students by giving them or having accurately on measuring on the learning's objective that they could be acquired or they could be learned during the lesson. So in this, the item should align with the objectives that focuses on the relevant content, use the clear language, and match the level of thinking being assessed. So in this, we must or they must be have the relevant content, or it must be focuses on the relevant content that could be a match on their thinking or thinking being assessed. And also, the effective test items are fair, valid, reliable, and provide meaningful information towards the students on how they could be acquired or having the learning that they acquire from the lesson that we given to our learners. And now, we have the test item formulation or the types of test items. First, we have the oral test. Second, the essay test. The third one is the objective type test. And the last one is the short answer question. First, we have the oral test. So we must know what is the oral test or what are the definition or the purpose of it. So this oral test is commonly used as in our daily lives or in the daily teaching. So it is widely used in the lower classes or in the higher classes. Oral tests are applied in the science practical examination because in the science practical examination, it needs to understand or to give the explanation on how we come up in the researches or this examination or in the science practical examination to assess the procedures that followed by the students. And also in this oral test, we all know that there is a different kind of learners. So there is a learners that can learn on how they could speak or verbally or orally to spoke about their learnings or to express themselves. And also the advantages of oral tests is they promote deeper understanding and enhance critical thinking skills. So if you have a critical thinking skills, so by this it could be sharpened or enhancing by doing this oral test towards our students and assess what are their learnings that they acquire from our lessons. And the strategies for effective assessment of this is that integrate formative feedback and structured questions for clarity. Next, we have the essay test. So essay test, it is require lengthy responses since they ask students to recollect material rather than identify it. So we all know that some of the learners that they could be learned by doing having essay or having a writing, not only short writing but a long writing, so that they could be focused or have the structured sentences on how they could be reflect or giving or express their answers towards in writing. And also in the essay test, it is encourage higher order thinking and critical analysis skills. So by analysis, we could come up rather into a well-structured sentences or paragraphs to express our knowledge or kung ano ating mga natutunan. So by essay, mas dito ay na-enhance ng ibang students or learners ang kanilang mga answers because they are feared to speak. So sa pamamagitan ng essay, so dito nila ma-express kung ano ang kanilang naintindihan sa lessons nating ibinigay sa ating mga learners or sa mga students. And also the effective assessment of it is that the test by this test, the students could have a prompt clarity on their wordings or on how they construct the words to express themselves or kung ano kanilang natutunan. And also, they could be have to simplify their answer or to have a sample answer by doing writing, because meron talaga mga students na mas hiyang sa pagsusulat kaysa sa through verbally or oral test. And now, we have the third one, which is the objective type test. Hoping you are okay pa dyan sa inyong pakikinig sa akin. Now, let's proceed to objective type test. So in this, the definition of this is that the tests are standardized evaluation in which the participant select or match the responses from pre-provided questions to gauge the knowledge or abilities. So in this objective type test, because it from the word objective, so naka-objective na or have the fixed na kanilang pagsasagutan or like multiple choice, so it could be lead into a non-bias sa mga examiner. So meron nang nakatuon diyan na fix, which is yun na lang ang kanilang susundin. So in this, it is a basic understanding on their on how they could be gain the knowledge by answering those pre-provided options. Like kanina, what is, kung ano yung sinabi ko kanina, like a multiple choice, true or false, so doon na lang sila naka-base, so mas madali na lang sa kanila to answer or to assess themselves kung meron ba silang natutunan. But the downside nito ay hindi ma-express the students kung ano ang kanyang gusto iparating, because meron nang naka-fix dyan na kanyang sasagutan. But the positive side of this is that eliminating the examiner from bias and enhancing their reliability rather on how they could answer that particular questions or assessment. And the advantages of this is that to enhance or to eliminate the biases on this kind of type of test. And also, the effect assessment of this is that aligning question with learning objectives using clear language, and they could be creating more discoveries on how they could be more productive on how to answer or to assess themselves. We are now in the final topic of my presentation, which is the short answer question. So the definition and purpose of it is that the questions are constructed response items that require answers in a few sentences or short paragraph only, but yung short na paragraph or sentences ay mayroong kabuluhan, so that kahit short lang pero mas na-express nila on how they could answer from the assessment that we give to our learners or students. So they assess students, or it assess the students' ability to select relevant facts and clearly explain a specific situation rather or concept. And the advantages of this is that the short answer question offer a balanced assessment method that combines the structure of objective test with the depth of essay questions, allowing for quick efficient grading while minimizing them sa mga bagay-bagay. And also the effective assessment of this is that using open-ended phrasing, setting strict constraints, providing the exemplar answers, and by promoting them to have a critical thinking, because it needs a critical thinking to answer the question in a short answer only. But in that short answer method, it could be mas may laman ang kanilang sagot, even ito ay short sentences lamang. And that's all of my part, and the conclusion part will be discussed to my fellow student.